Yeah,
More or less
it's
doing Hupo.
another flying ball. Well, you just seem to be getting typecast. But
Well, it's funny. She does that. She does a voice very similar to that in Ghost in the Shell 2 for her one line as like a little girl, which is really creepy. Because I had never heard the dub before until after I played Kanoa, and when then I finally heard the dub, I'm like, Hupo?
um,
And then there's Travis Willingham as Knuckles,
who sounds exactly like
like
Dan
Dan
Green.
Green.
It's like, what's the fucking point?
It's like, Travis, you're great as Roy Mustang, but please try a different voice. Try doing your own voice for Knuckles.
I will give you points for a great Dan Green impression, but I don't get Knuckles out of that.
Yeah.
Um,
Amy is robotic.
uh, yeah, you're absolutely right. I actually prefer the previous voice actress. Maybe it's because she doesn't have time to get suited with her character yet, but her first performance is really it left a sour note in me, and I was like, yeah, that could have been better. Um, Shadow, the vampire.
I think whoever's playing him is trying too hard to be a mix between Griffith and not Scott Dreyer. Who did Shadow first?
The previous game. You know what though?
I prefer it's a bit more towards the original Shadow, which I like.
Yeah.
I think he will grow into a better voice as the series goes on.
Yeah, because to be honest though, I found Griffith voicing Shadow as lazy.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying Griffith did a terrible job, but it could have been better because I really do like Shadow's original voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
But the new voice,
it's okay. I don't really have complaints.
It's okay. I think I gotta hear a little more before I.
Well, that's the good thing about this being a spin-off. No one's really going to care as much.
No, and if I doubt we'll ever see Shadow playable in another 3D game for a long time, unless the 20th anniversary game has something to say about that.
If that rumor happens to be true.
If that rumor happens to be true, which I don't think it is now because it just kind of went away.
Yeah.
Um.
Let's see. Cream, much like Tails, finally has a good voice.
I was finally able to hear Cream's voice fully because the DS version of Sonic Colors actually has all the characters in side missions that are completely optional that you don't need to go to at all.
Huh.
And they actually have voice clips there. And Cream actually, well, she doesn't really sound much different. It's not as squeaky.
It's like take the last voice but minus the squeak.
Yeah. And that's always good in my book. So it's tolerable. It's definitely... It's not so grating on the ears anymore. Mm-hmm. Big the Cat is officially Barney the Dinosaur with Down syndrome.
Like he wasn't already. Vector, who's trying to be even more grating than find the computer room.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's just waiting for that line, actually. I'm pretty sure Vector is being voiced by a fan of Vector.
The computer room. Let's see, Rouge, who doesn't sound like a fucking whore anymore.
Yeah, you know what? Rouge really caught on a positive vibe with me. I really like Rouge's new voice. I don't know. I forgot the previous actor's last name. I think it was Lisa something. I'm not sure. Not Lisa Ortiz.
Lisa Ortiz was Amy.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of. I guess they're forgetting the fact that I don't know because I never got age in a Sonic game and I actually brought I brought it up as a joke in the animation for the Sonic 4 birthday video thing.
Yeah.
About whether or not 16 years in Hedgehog years is like 37 in human. But because Rouge is supposed to be 18 years old, I guess.
She sounded like she was 40.
She sounded like she was 36.
Now she seems a bit better.
It definitely. I get more of a younger vibe from the new voice, and you know what? That's just fine with me. Then again, I didn't really get so much of a young vibe with her first voice, but
yeah,
the 4Kids voice actress was
terrible.
So yeah, definitely. I think the new voice is an improvement, but I need to hear more of it.
How about Silver and Blaze?
Silver, if I read correctly, is voiced by Quentin Flynn.
Oh, really?
That's what I read.
That surprisingly works.
Quentin Flynn. Oh,
I, I,
God,
was,
he
I was
was,
looking at the voice cast and I saw a bunch of Funimation people, and I was like, oh god, he's going to be voiced by Eric Vale, isn't he?
I don't know.
Eric Vale did Trunks.
I'm rocking a wiki as I'm talking to you right now, and I'm not seeing anything on the voice cast.
Look up that video. That video in the description has the voice cast.
Does it?
I think so.
Okay, well, anyway, if that's true, I mean, god damn it, that guy has range.
He does.
He guys he went from a fucking ninja cyborg to an Irish brother to a fucking hedgehog.
Again, I just saw Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham. Like, crap, Silver's going to be voiced by Eric Vale, making the Trunks reference complete.
Yeah, I'm looking at his voice cast. And I'm not seeing. Yeah, he's that.
Quentin Flynn.
He voices Silver the Hedgehog, but he goes under a different name, Derek Allen.
Huh.
Why do people do that, by the way? like go under different names and cast. Like, what are you, embarrassed?
I guess so.
Okay, I don't know, but anyway, yeah, quit. Raiden's voicing Silver.
Yeah. And then there's Blaze, who I like the voice, but I can't really say it's better.
It sounds completely the same to me, to be honest.
It's a bit higher pitched, so I guess it sounds a bit girlier.
Yeah.
Is my thing.
Was it Bella Hudson, I think her name is?
But then again, Blaze rarely had any speaking.
And a lot of people like her for that.
Yeah.
But
another character I hope they actually use more of, but
actually, you know what's funny? Because someone ripped the DS dialogue because Blaze is in that game too, and they play all the dialogue at once for Blaze. And the first, two words that are chained together is Sonic and disappointing. It's like, yep, that about sums up the last 10 years.
A bad case of foot and mouth, like the Funimation first episode of One Piece. If you know that little story.
No, I don't. I never watched One Piece.
Okay, once Funimation got the dub from 4Kids after that abomination, they basically picked up where 4Kids left off in the airing dub on TV. The first line spoken by Luffy, in that episode spoken by Luffy is, "Well, that was fun, but I don't want to go back there ever again." All right. I think that's all. Then did we cover? No, there's still the rest of. There's still the three birds, but I don't care because they're part of the Riders series.
Like,
so.
I don't. I've only dwelled a little bit into the first Riders game, but god damn it, I did not care for those birds at all.
I never cared for them, so I don't care.
Their voices
are better in Free Riders, but I don't care.
Yeah, the voices are better. I'll give them that, but they are so fucking stock and uninteresting. I just do not care for those birds at all. Seriously. You know who really changed though, in terms of Espio?
I forgot how he sounds.
Isn't
it a lot deeper?
No, it's actually.
I can't remember how he sounds.
I'm trying to find a perfect comparison. It's no longer deep, disgruntled ninja. It's more like calm, collecting,
Sensei.
He fit right in with Full Metal Alchemist. You could say that.
Huh.
It's no longer deep though. I'm trying to find the perfect comparison to relate him with, but nothing's coming to mind. But I like it.
Well, we barely see him anymore, so
yeah. But again, I'm basing it off the DS the colors because every character gets voice clips in that game. Charmy is just as annoying.
Yeah, fuck Charmy.
Yeah, there's no saving him. Seriously, I don't know. I guess it's because he's a bee. It's mandatory that he has a high squeaky voice.
Eh.
But god damn it, Honey Nut Cheerios mascot is not high and squeaky. He works just fine.
They should get that guy to voice Charmy. Hey Sonic, would you like some Honey Nut Cheerios? No, Charmy. How about now? No, Charmy, shut up.
I raced Sonic once. I lost horribly. um,
I think that's it.
I think we covered all the characters, unless I'm forgetting anybody. No, I think that's all of them. As hard as that is to believe, consider how many characters are in the universe. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Anything left on colors you want to talk about?
Um, no, I mean, one thing I will say one thing I'm really happy about is that the fact that they are finally deciding to bring Supersonic into a 3D game. It's again because Colors is mostly 2D in its gameplay style. It doesn't really count, but I'm glad they're getting the idea that we like Supersonic in regular stages instead of just the last battle event only kind of shit.
Well, they were obviously but for the viewers, they were planning on doing that in Adventure 1.
They've been planning on doing it with any other 3D game, like Adventure 2, Sonic 06.
Well, the Adventure 1 was the closest we got.
Yeah, because we actually got a voice clip with that. Although, did you ever see that DX tack?
Yeah.
That someone actually implemented?
Supersonic works mostly.
Yeah. I'm glad they're getting, I'm glad that one thing, in terms of like the actual story, I'm glad that the Chaos Emeralds are not intertwined with the plot, which just fucking drove me insane after so long. They're completely optional. You don't have to go after them to get the full story. That's how to me, that's how it should be. You know what though? The plot is simplistic. I like it that way. I don't mind. I don't mind a deep plot. It's when you try to take yourself too seriously, considering the material you're working with. I mean, the scripts and the plot and the writing in Sonic games like Sonic 06 and Shadow the Hedgehog is laughable because you're talking about a cartoon hedgehog put in situations that would be out of place in Metal Gear Solid or Gears of War.
Where's that damn fucking Chaos Emerald?
Yes, exactly. And Sonic Colors to me is telling me, okay, they are finally aware of that bullshit. It took them fucking years, but they're finally.
Izuka's aware of the Sonic cycle.
Yeah. Well,
I think he mentioned it